Just see if Aiden's ready for Skype.
There we go. After a load of technical difficulties, it's finally up and running. Right.
Okay, Aiden's ready for Skype.
Aiden's ready. That's cool. That's kind of good timing. Let's get Aiden in. Where is he? There he is. Cool. Hopefully Twitch stream is caught up now.
Wow, that's loud.
You're right, Aiden.
Yeah, boy.
I like your entrance there. You've joined us at quite a good time actually, because we've just had a load of technical difficulties. They've only just got the stream working. Right. I'll wait until you guys are ready and then we just dive straight in.
So where are we up to? I'm doing the darkness roll, aren't I?
No, you rolled a 2, I think.
No, and then we moved down the corridor.
Oh, okay, my bad. Right. Just want to check the Twitch stream is running okay.
I rolled a 5 for darkness.
Okay. If you've got Twitch running, you might want to mute it, otherwise it might feed back in.
Ours is muted.
Okay, cool. Right, so Aiden, you're all set over there, you good? I see you've got your snid on, or whatever it is. Awesome. Is that a new one?
No. But it has been washed. It is fully COVID certified.
You look like Ramesses the Fourth or something. Nice. Cool. Okay, so have we got to do darkness rolled in? Is that where we've got to?
Yeah, I just rolled 5.
You just rolled a 5. Okay, cool. Let's go. So, who wants to do what? Because we're not in combat at the moment, so we can go in any order. Oh no, in fact, sorry, we've got exploration, haven't we? So we've got a long corridor, and it's going to move on to grey, so there won't be any nasties in there, and it's got one exit.
So that circle thing, does that just go around every single time you open a new door, regardless of just on dice rolls?
Like, so it goes round when we enter a new room regardless, and it
Right.
will goes round to roll a 1.
Okay.
The worst thing to do is to just open a door and then roll a 1 on darkness.
Oh, I see, because then it double dicks you.
Yeah.
Red and a row. It's not too bad to go red and grey. It's kind of like doing because it alternates and the wheel slowly gets worse.
When you really get screwed over is when, like you say, it double dicks you, but also you've got an event card knocking around that you haven't dealt with yet.
You mean
Yeah.
like a giant man-eating chest, per chance?
That's the one. Right. Okay. So, what's the deal with us going down the corridor? Who wants to go where?
Yeah, I don't mind. Surely I should still be at the front because, like, I need to be up front to be hit by stuff. Hit me!
Yeah, if you're happy to do that, do you want to? I don't know if you need any stamina back, Aiden, but you could actually
Did I
sacrifice.
finish the last one with 2 or something? How much stamina I got? Where am I? So I started burning it to, like, defend myself.
Yeah. So if you choose to rest, you can't move, but then in your attack sequence you can do a move. But the downside is you're not going to be double moving, and so
No,
you won't.
that's fine. I don't need a double move this turn, so
Okay. So,
we'll do that.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then Aiden's able to open the door. Vicky, where do you want to go?
Is it worth me coming and standing next to Aiden?
Okay.
Yes,
round.
it's your other damage dealer.
Okay.
No, Jack damaged me last time.
Where's the axe man?
The shanker.
The shanker. The old mass shanker.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Well, he's not shanker anymore. He's got a flipping wood axe, isn't he, or whatever it is.
Yeah, he's got a woodcutter axe still.
How much wood could a woodcut cut? Wood cut wood.
Well, he's a revenant. But Jack, where do you want to go? You just going to leg it?
Well, actually, I want to take back 1 stamina and then go into stealth, and then I'll move forwards forward.
Yeah, you got boots now, haven't you?
No, gave them to Aiden.
No, I've got the boots.
You've got the boots. Okay.
Yes, the stag
The
boots.
stag boots. What am I doing? I don't need any stamina, so I'm just going to leg it, and although I would generate some source this turn, there's not really anything to use it on. By the way, because you guys found me the Oculus necklace, it increased my mind by 1. So if my maximum mind or source generation is now 7, and
Sweet.
if you roll, was it 2 to 5 on darkness, you get half rounded up. So I'm now generating 4 normally, which is pretty cool.
Stole it from the witch.
I have stolen it from the witch. Where do you want me to put this flying insect so it doesn't get in the way of anyone? It's necrobloat.
Doesn't it have to stay near you?
It acts as a shield if it's near me, because if a monster can hit it instead of me, that's what I can have it do.
And then just have it by you. It's cool.
Okay. It can just fly through stuff as well. Cool, we're done. So end of the round. Who's rolling darkness? Vicky.
Yeah. Happy me. Oh, Zach.
Really?
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 I've been looking a long time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to do a shot of Scotch whiskey already.
What's going on? Have we just rolled a 1?
Yeah, afraid so.
Oh well,
Oh.
down the Menarbury.
Right. Thanks, Vicky.
You're welcome.
Vicky's sacked.
Right, so is it Jack's turn to roll the dice then?
Jack or Liam. You put the bottle on the table, Liam. Looks like we're about to play spin the bottle. Only because you're lying it on its side.
We've already played spin the bottle and lost. I'm going to use the spinner then. I'm gonna grab the mouse and spin away. So give me 1 sec. I promise to put the action cam in a sensible place in a minute. So let's set the spinner going. Sort out the camera. So there's like a wheel on the screen, Aidan, which we set up for darkness rolls. Kind of top right near the game logo, and it's just.
Oh right, yeah, I see. I've got that covered by my beautiful face. Which I might have to make smaller.
What did I get?
It's my beautiful face and my dice rolling thing, so I'm gonna have to get more cameras. So I need a dice rolling camera for the drama. The drama.
Well, I got a was that a 5? I think.
Is your machine capable of running a Twitch stream at the same time of creating a Twitch stream?
Well, I do that anyway. Well, I actually create a Twitch stream on a separate device and broadcast it on that device. I then run Skype on a different device.
Right, okay.
I try to keep them separate because the Twitch streaming can be quite
Yeah, it can
intensive.
be delayed and all the rest of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got a 5. So is that an event, Vicky?
Yes, there's.
Okay, cool. So we get an event card, which is better than an encounter, I suppose. That goes in the current map tile, and that's going to get triggered very shortly, actually, after exploration. So we're going to get double whammy. So start of the turn, we rolled a 1. we've got an event card. We then go to the exploration phase. So we've now got to move the darkness wheel again, explore, and see what we get in here. It's actually the quest room.
Nice.
Well, that's
Is
a
that a
short.
good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing. It means
Okay.
the dungeon's coming to an end.
It's a short dungeon. But we're going to have an event card trigger. Sorry,
The
Vicky?
first half of the book is only 4 cards.
Yeah, it's the Awakening quest is a really short one, but it can just be quite brutal because you're level 1. So let me get the quest room out, and I'll read out what's going on in it. I was hoping the dungeon would be a bit longer, but we can always do a bit of the town sequence if we need to.
Yeah, do a town sequence and even start another one if, don't bother me.
Okay. And sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you have horrendous dungeons which just last like 3 sessions. Okay, let's put that like that.
Oh,
Oh, sliding. Sliding.
give it a bit of a firm insertion.
I need to drink this whiskey out. Okay, we have what we got. You don't flick a card for this, you just read whatever the quest book says.
Haven't we got? Isn't this the human centipede?
Yeah, basically. So it says spawn boss encounter 11. Whatever that is. Boss encounter 11. Okay, so on a 4 player, it's 1 Dreadworm, 6 Deviants, and 1d6 Devourers. So shall I roll the Devourers on the... Well, who wants to roll for Devourers? I don't want
We
the
want a low number.
Have to be honest.
I don't want the responsibility.
I think it's Aiden.
I vote
Who's
Aiden
doing
too.
it? Am I having to man up? Here we go. Right, here we go. Get ready for the drama.
Go on. Oh, it's a 1! It's a 1!
Yeah, boy!
Oh, you can play more often.
How many times do you laugh with joy when you roll snake eyes?
Brilliant. So we've got 1 Dreadworm, 6 Deviants. This is still going to be really hard work.
Well, I mean, if I'm really lucky at rolling hot with this massive axe of mine, I can cleave through multiple deviants in one hit.
Yeah, that's very true.
If we're lucky.
And you got 1 Devourer. Okay, I'll set these guys up in a minute. I'm just going to read out the stats so you know what you're dealing with. We've also got an event card in the room we're in.
And this is the bit that could really shank me.
Yeah. Like we had an event card a couple of dungeons ago where it basically took away one of your actions. So you couldn't do a move and attack. You could only do one or the other sort of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to find the cards. Deviants. Where is the, where is the Dreadworm? Okay. What do you want the stats for first?
Let's go wimpiest to strongest.
Okay, well the Deviants then. They have, so we're level 1 on all this stuff, so they've got an endurance of 3. They have 2 attacks, which is cool. They hit on a 3+. Their strength is 3, so they'll always be adding 3 to the damage. Health is 5, and they've got a movement of 4. And initiative's quite high at 6. So I'm going to put all the cards over there. So these buggers are going to deal quite a lot of attacks.
Right.
Then you've got a Devourer, only one of those because Aidan rolled it so. So these are endurance 4, a bit tougher. Only one attack, which hits on a 3+. The strength is 3 again, and it's only got 5 hit points. Move of 6, initiative 4, so it's quite slow. But it does do a lot of mind attacks, so rather than going for your health, it's probably going to go for your sanity, and most of us don't have a lot of sanity.
Who's this? The mind worm thing?
Yeah.
Or the thing I rolled 1 on?
Oh no, this is the, I'll try and lay it on its side. It's a bit like a, I don't know, weird bug thing with a tail with a little eyeball on the end.
Alright, okay. There's only one of them, yeah?
Just one.
So we need to make that a priority, I think.
Which one?
The Devourer? No, the
Yeah,
ones...
I don't. We pick up we're 10 round in the last game. If we could pick off the fodder from around the edge, we could generally deal with the main beastie.
Well, with the main beastie, normally you can use a lot of tumbling to kind of tie it up.
Which is quite useful to, because the fodder keeps it at bay until you pick them off, basically.
So the Dreadworm, the boss man, is endurance 5, which is a lot higher. He's only got 1 attack, hits on a 3+, but it's a pretty savage attack. His damage is 5, so that's quite high for level 1. And he's got 20 health.
Nice.
Movement of 6, initiative 3, so he's really slow.
So that bloody chest was as hard, if not harder than he was.
Yeah. Yeah, possessed chests are a bugger. But this guy has a load of buddies around him. Spawn, blah blah blah. Place the Dreadworm on the bridge. So he's on the bridge. Any remaining monsters must be spawned between the bridge and the archway which you entered the quest room via. So you kind of do the ranged attacks first. So I'll put the Devourer down first because he's probably going to be ranged attacks. And then you do the melee ones afterwards and you checkerboard the melee ones so they get as close as they can.
Yeah.
And that's it. Straight into combat. Vicky.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to step forward
Yep.
with my actual turn. And I'm going to locate my dice, which are beside me. And I am going to stab the deviant diagonally next to me. Because I've got 3 attacks, so.
Okie doke.
You stabbing with the old stab rapier.
Yeah, but that's as it was last time. How much health does he have again?
The deviants have 5 each. Are you guys happy with your weapons, by the way? Because before you have your go, you need to swap any items if you're going to do it. So make sure you're carrying the right stuff now.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have at it with my big chopper. So,
Just my little chopper.
Okay, and I'm going to change what I did. I'm going to walk in with my movement. I'm going to move diagonally up, so I'm not in threat range in the doorway.
Yep.
And then diagonally down, so I've got the 2 deviants either side of me.
Okay, yeah.
And then hopefully hit, because I couldn't hit last time.
Okay, which one are you going to target, Vicky? The one south of you?
No, I'm going to target the one in front of me, I think.
Okay. Go for it.
I rolled a 3, so I missed.
Oh, do you hit on 4+? Or don't you hit on a 3 if you on +1 if you've not got a gun in your hand?
Yeah, I am. I just looked. It is 3+, so I've hit.
Yeah.
Don't you get 3 attacks as well? Or am I going
Yeah.
mad?
Because I took the gun out of my hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll for damage, which is 1d6.
Plus your strength.
So 3 plus 3, so I've done damage of 6.
Well, you have beat its endurance of 3, so if you choose to use the wrist gun, this will be pure damage you're doing.
The wrist gun's not in my... Oh,
That's your skill.
yeah.
You had enough D6. Damn.
Well, I get to use it once per battle, I might as well, because then I can put my 2 attacks on the one below me.
Well, if you do, you will actually kill it,
Yeah.
because they got 5 life. You've already done 3.
Yeah, bollocks to it, kill it.
Okay, well let's roll a d6 and hope you guys haven't jinxed me. I rolled a 2, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on the bubble.
I would call that efficiency. It's not, you know, only just. That's efficient. No wasted damage.
That's not just a dice roll. That's an M&S dice roll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you're attacking the one to the south now, then?
Every attack.
And then
Okay, so I'm going to move myself into the doorway because I can move after every attack.
Yes, you can. But that would end your go, Vicky, because you wouldn't be next to anyone else to attack.
Yes, I would. I'd be next to the deviant diagonally.
That's a square along. Are you talking about moving up one directly north?
No, it's the doorway.
If you move in...
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're moving directly back. I'm with you.
Oh, I see. So you can stab him up, and then if you kill him, you've got no one beside you to attack.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So with my second attack, I have hit. And I've rolled a 4 for damage.
So you've done
4 damage, yeah, because your strength and its toughness are the same.
Yeah.
Nice. One more
So
and it's gone.
I roll my last attack. I rolled a 2, so I missed it.
That's a pain.
I won't step. Well, I might step up one because then Jack's able to come round and also be in the doorway.
That'd be a big help.
You don't want to block the doorway off, because otherwise I can't get through.
Because I'm in stealth, I can go where the hell I want in the room, mate. I don't generate any threat.
Yeah, or just go up and stab that thing in the face then, whatever it's called.
Vicky, if you were to step back, Jack would still be able to get in the room because he can move diagonally past Aidan.
Oh, cool.
So it's up to you. You don't have to step forward. You can stay put or move back one and get out of attack range.
Well, ideally, I'd like to be out the doorway.
Well, if you step back one, you'll be out the door and you won't be threatened.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So, Jack's initiative 8, is he?
I am.
It's time for the shanker.
Yep. Well, I'm going to create some axe wounds. So, I'm gonna. I've only got a movement of 4. So,
Ah,
3, 4. If I can slink in, I should be able to stand in position to hit 2 of them. If I'm looking at that right, to the top of the room. If that's me there.
well, 4 squares doesn't even get you in the room. So what are you?
Oh God, I'm miles off, aren't I?
Yeah, because you're so far back.
You know what? Move me 8 so I'm in the room. They're still not going to target me because I don't generate any threat at all in stealth.
Okay. Where do you want to go in the room? Anywhere in particular?
Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just using the zoom function by moving closer to the TV.
Very high tech.
If you put me on the steps between the 2 devourers,
Oh right, you're really going in the middle there then.
oh yeah, none of them can target me. So go past. Hopefully it means that I'll be able to get straight at that bloody dreadworm and upset him when I come out of stealth.
Okay, Jack's gone for deep penetration.
Yeah, boy.
Unfortunately, I'm doing that while nobody notices.
Even better. A stealth bombing.
He's right up there. Okay. Fair enough. So in which case Jack was 8. So the next highest initiative. What are you, Aidan? Are you 4?
I'm like 3 or something. I'm
Are you
like
3?
really I'm really dull-witted. Hang on, initiative 3. So I just sort of sit there, scratch my ass for a bit, realise there's a few monsters about, then decide to pick up my chopper.
That's a shame. So we've got a lot of attacks coming in now, and they're going to crash against Aidan and Vicky, which is unfortunate. So the Devourer goes first. Aidan, do you want to roll a behaviour dice, see what he does? 2. So 1 to 4. If one or more Accursed are in line of sight of the Devourer, it will not move. Otherwise, you move them. They need at least one Accursed in line of sight, which has got each attacks with Eye of Terror and Accursed in line of sight. Divide the attacks as evenly as possible. So Eye of Terror is a magical attack. The Devourer rolls a number of d6 equal to their mind value, which is 3. For every 5 or 6 scored, the victim must pass the Mind 1 test or gain 1 insanity.
I've got a mind of 2.
Now, there's only one of these, so we're lucky. You were lucky you rolled good, but if you have like a pack of these, it can be awful.
Yeah.
Who is going to bear the brunt of this?
What's your mind, Vicky?
My mind is... Oh, God, reach. 3.
And what's your insanity points, or whatever it's called?
5.
Yeah, so my mind is 2, and my insanity points are... Where is it? Where's the insanity points?
It's over on the left, I think, on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. Sanity 7. Is that because I've got the... Yeah, so we're about equal, really. So I'll take the first one, you take the second one. How about that?
Okay, so yeah, Aidan's got the Faded Portrait Heirloom, I think. So the first one rolls a 2, so it doesn't do anything. The second one on Vicky rolls a 3.
I'll take the next one. I'll take the third one.
Okay, it can't see me, so therefore I don't think it can target my floaty thing. It's a 2, so they've all missed.
Whee!
That was fortunate. You then got a deviant.
Terror has missed.
Jack, do you want to do the behaviour roll for the deviants?
You're a behaviourist.
2.
2, so 1 to 5. Each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest Accursed and targets them. Each attacks a target with Assault. Assault does 1d6 damage plus the strength, and crit hits also make a character prone. So the first one down south, which is the wounded one, is probably going to move next to Vicky. It can hit Vicky or Aidan. He wants to take a pounding.
Well, we're going to take one each, I'd imagine, because there's only one space in front of us, so, you know.
Yeah.
Might as well just take one each again.
Vicky...
One, so he's like getting retaliation.
Sorry, Vicky, what was that?
Shall I take the wounded one?
Yeah, go on then. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, he's not happy that you slapped him around.
Yeah.
So hits on the 3+. Oh, it's a crit hit.
Rubbish.
Rubbish. So unless you tumble this, Vicky, it will make you prone.
Yeah, tumble it. You really don't want to go prone. It's a pain in the arse.
Liam, does my medallion force it to miss once per dungeon?
You could use your medallion if you wanted to, but my advice would be that medallion is the difference between life and death.
Yeah, I'd wait for it till a killing blow comes.
Only once per dungeon, and we're right at the end of this dungeon.
Yeah, but there's still a decent amount there to wade through. Are you sure you want to do this?
Can tumble, mate.
You do if you want to. It's your call.
I can tumble, but that gives me no stamina whatsoever.
Yeah, welcome to level 1.
I'm going to use my medallion.
Okay.
Boom.
So
right, fair enough.
that attack will miss entirely. So the next attack is on Vicky again. So
Yeah, 2 attacks, don't they, little buggers?
they are. So 6.
You twat!
Yeah, it's only a bad thing if you roll a 6 again, which you've done.
Yeah.
Look, man, they're dice. You know, they roll whatever they want to roll.
You may as well tumble that one.
I will tumble that one, I believe.
Okay. That's a pain.
Although, what maximum damage it can do?
It's the prone which is the problem. It's not it's not the damage. It's the fact that it prones you as well.
Yeah, but I can use my movement to stand up and still attack it, because they're still going to be in the doorway, aren't they?
Can do, but just bear in mind that when you're prone, they hit on +1, and they've all got 2 attacks each.
Yeah, but the next one's going to come and attack me, you see.
That's true. It's up to you.
What is the damage it can roll?
Assault is 1d6 plus its strength of 3.
So potentially 9, and I could mitigate 4 of that, leaving me on. Because I can still evade it, can't I?
With when you take a crit hit, you can use evasion if you spend a point of stamina, but you can't use. It doesn't really affect us at the moment, but you can't use any items that give you armor points.
Yeah.
I'm going to evade it.
Okay, so rolling for damage.
Well, it doesn't matter. It does max, doesn't it?
Norm for us, yes. For the bad guys,
well, you rolled for damage, perfect.
Yeah, for the bad guys, it actually specifically says what they do on their card. So, like, these bad boys will prone you instead.
Right. Okay.
So you're right. I mean, if nothing is specified about crit hits, it's max damage, but it's always superseded by what's written on your item or the card and stuff. So Vicky stays where she is, I think.
Yep.
Rolled a 1 plus the 3, was it?
So I mitigate all of that.
Okay.
Mitigate 4, so with evade.
Next deviant's going to come in, chomping at the bit for Aiden.
Yep.
So it hits you, Aiden.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Right, so let's have a look. So I've got... How much stamina? Am I back at max stamina, am I?
I don't know what you were on last game.
I think it was 2, and I got 1 back. So I'm on 3, I think. So... If I... yeah, I'll just evade this one.
Okay, so
I'm down to 2.
yeah, point the stamina to pile on your evasion.
Yeah.
What stance are you on, by the way? Are you on a stance?
I'll go.
You can't choose until your turn, but were you on a stance from your previous?
I was on defensive from my previous one.
Okay.
Or was I aggressive? I can't remember if I swapped to try and kill everything. No, I was on defensive because I was taking a hammering, wasn't I? I was definitely on defensive, so...
Okay, well, it's rolled a 4 plus the 3 is 7.
7. Okay, so my endurance is 4, plus 1 armor's 5, plus I've got an evasion of... What's your evasion worked out as?
It's hard.
Agility.
It's basically for every 2 points of evasion, you mitigate 1, and your evasion is your agility plus any items that give you
my evasion
evasion.
is 4, so that's another 2.
Yeah,
Correct?
that's right.
So I mitigate 4, 5 for defensive, 6 for my armour, and 7, 8 for my agility. So I'll take nothing.
Nice. Okay, second attack then. And it's a 1, so it's crit failed that.
Miss me, human centipede fuckface.
The others are just going to move forwards because they will just try and pile on, but they haven't got the range.
Yeah.
They're obviously oblivious to Jack because they don't know he's
Yep.
there. Devourer didn't need to move, so I think it's Aiden next.
Yeah. Well, I'm on 3. What's the old human centipede at the back? What's he on?
Oh, he is 3 to be fair, so he would go first because monsters
Yes.
always trump.
Yep.
So okay, do you wanna? Someone wanna roll for behaviour?
Go for it, yeah.
Oh,
4. So if without a target, move towards nearest Accursed, then targets them. The Dreadworm attacks their target with body smash. So these big buggers, when they move, they count as 1 square for the
Yeah, they
purposes
like
of moving.
shrink, don't they? Move and then expand.
Yeah, so it's got a movement of 6, so it could go 1, 2, 3 past Jack, and then kind of sag out, hang out there. Can't get any closer. Body smash, does it have a range? No, it's just 2d6 melee, so that would be 2d6 plus its strength of 5. That would hurt.
Yeah, that's a bad boy. Right, now it's my turn, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna... I might as well pile on the one that's injured, because there's more chance for cleave then, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. No.
Oh.
Second attack. Yep. Oh, that's a big hit. That's 11
Nice.
plus... I wish I'd hit the flipping proper one at this point, because this is going to do...
What stance were you going to go on at the beginning of your turn?
I might as well go aggressive until I start needing the extra defence. So let me work that out damage-wise. So that's 11 plus my strength of 4 plus aggressive. That's 5 extra plus 2 for the things. That's plus 7. So that's 16 damage.
Bloody hell. He's annihilated.
don't forget cleaves.
Yeah. Well, I've got to hit with the cleave. So that 1 and 4 has been cut in half, basically.
Gone.
Okay, and then pray for a 5 or a 6. Come on. No, missed the cleave.
Do you not hit on a 4+?
No, because it's a 2-handed weapon, so it's -1 hit, isn't it?
Oh, it depends on... Dual wielding gives you -1 to hit. Double-handed weapons do whatever they say on the card.
Oh.
Axe, it's not.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
He's hit.
Does that hit?
No, I rolled a 3.
Oh! It's like you're bigging it up.
No, I rolled a 1, then a 5, and then a 3. So.
Oh. Mind you, that when you connect, that's pretty savage. That's good.
Well, especially when you roll 11.
Yeah. I should have done. I keep forgetting this. My Necrobloat is initiative 9, the same as you, Vicky. So I should move it when you move it, and I keep forgetting. So, I need to be a bit careful because I don't want to block you guys in. So I'm going to move it just to the north of Jack. To the north of Aidan, and then for my turn I'm going to move myself down behind Aidan. And I've got a 4 source at the moment, so I'm thinking of just maybe chucking it all into my spell Decay. And what do you want me to do? Try and decay a Deviant, or pile some wounds onto the big boy?
On the big boy.
Yeah, start smashing the big boy in.
I'd also say, Liam, you're going to use 4 source dice.
Well, I'm thinking about it. The negative effects of the Necromancer aren't as bad as the Blood Witch.
No.
So I'm just trying to get the effects out. If I can get my rule book without destroying everything. Oh crap, where is it? My rule book's underneath the camera. That was well played. So if you rolled any doubles, you pick up source burns, Aidan, and the more source burns you get, the worse it gets. So on 4 dice, the worst I could get is roll a triple, which is equal to 2 source burns. So if I get 1 source burn, link severed, I can't do anything with my invoked for a turn. If I get 2 source burns, Curse of the Dead, all of your invoked are destroyed immediately. For each invoked that's destroyed, get 2 wounds. So I think this is worth a risk.
Yeah, bollocks to it.
So I'm going to chuck shitloads of dice at this. I'm going to burn all my sauce, all 4.
Yeah. Go big or go home.
Going. It costs 10 to cast this, so I need 10. Which, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got that. Nice. So, target a character within 5, which it is in line of sight. This character must take an Endurance 1 test or suffer 1d6 wounds. It's not damage, it's wounds. For every... Sorry?
What's the difference between wounds and damage?
Wounds come straight off your life.
Oh, right, damage is done. Obviously, you've got armor and stuff. Right, yeah. Cool. Yeah.
So for every 2 dice used to cast this spell, raise the endurance test by 1 and cause +3 wounds. So that bad boy's now got to do an endurance test of 2. So he's got an endurance of 5. He's got 5 dice, and because he's now got to do an endurance 2 test, he needs 2 successes. So 2 6s he needs, which he's failed. He's only got 1. So he's going to take D6 wounds +3 because I used so many dice on this.
Do it. Big
oh,
number.
it's a 6!
Oh, that's half its health in one hit.
Oh, 9 wounds. It's been decayed.
Oh, it's a shame that my hit wasn't against that. With that would have killed it. It would have been dead in 2 attacks.
Yeah. That's nice. It's a bit better than Sphere of Hate, Vicky.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so I was...
We used Sphere of Hate, we were playing the magic rules wrong. So actually, in the lower levels, I could have been rolling more dice with less fear of being wounded, whereby, because we're playing it wrong, I didn't.
Yeah, we didn't really figure out those sauce burns.
I get a dice for every piece of sauce I use.
Yeah, it would have been better. End of round, so who wants to do darkness, or do you want me to use the spinner again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack's turn.
you're going to regret that.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh, I didn't play when I rolled 11. I didn't get my Soviet national anthem playing. Oh, this is ridiculous. What a wasted opportunity. Right, I'm going to get that cocked ready for the next one.
Matter.
No.
What did Jack roll in the end? We were too busy just dicking around. A 6?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, that's cool. Vicky and the Necrobloke go first.
Do you want to let the Necrobloke do its thing?
I'd say possibly you want to do it because with your stabbing, you can move into that room and get the big guy.
Yep. Currently, I have to use my movement to stand up.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you're prone
That's
on
not in
you.
front of you, so you could just slap it anyway.
Vicky, I'm going to wait and see where you go because I don't want to get in the way of your dancing around.
Okay. So, if he stands up, uses his movement to stand up. And then I will stab the injured one in front of me.
Cool.
Multiple times.
Oh, are you guys all keeping your weapons as is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to run around with my massive chopper. Ridiculous.
First one misses, second one hits.
Cool. You only need 1 wound to kill it.
It got 4 wounds.
Okay, well and truly sliced up. Nice.
I roll.
Are you moving up for another stab?
Dance forward and stab another one.
Yeah, might as well.
Just make sure after you... Oh, they're going to go before me anyway. I was going to say, because if you dance forward, stab one, then dance back, then I can move forward and potentially cleave all 3 in half in one attack.
That'd be handy.
But they'll move up, unfortunately, and attack us because they go before us, don't they?
They do. I mean, I could sacrifice the Necrobloat and stick it in the way. That would cause a right mess, but it would possibly change the movement a bit.
Don't forget your necrobloke's got initiative of 9 as well, so that should go before us. So
Okay, well, let me move forward into the doorway.
stab it, and then yeah.
Yep.
I've hit the middle one.
Okay.
And I've done 3 wounds to it.
That's
And
pretty,
then I'm going to step backwards.
that's pretty decent. So 3 on that. Vicky goes back 1.
Yep.
The necrobloke. I mean, do you want me to sacrifice it? Shove it in the doorway? It's not got much life, but they are on -1 to hit it.
That
actually-
might be an idea because
Just realised I'm talking shit because I don't think the necroblotes cause threat. Let me check.
But it will block one of the spaces, so only one of them can get through to hit anyone.
This is true.
Yes. So move phase, move then move. They don't do anything else. Can move through squares occupied by other characters. Cannot be threatened.
so it cannot be threatened.
Ah, right. Okay. Immune to prone, and -1 to hit on all attacks against it. It's got 6 health, so it might actually be a useful shield if it's worth it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, go and ram it in there. Ram it in there.
Who do you want it in front of, or do you not care?
I could probably take more hits than Vicky, I think, overall.
Or do you want me to be crafty and actually stick it behind the one in the middle next to Jack, because it would still threaten them all and stop them from moving? Then Aiden could move in and cleave the lot.
Yeah, that works. That really, yeah, that's. I mean,
I like
it might die in the process, but it also means that I will hopefully, with a bit of luck, get a big dick swinging.
It's a bit cheeky, but I don't see why you can't do that. It's move 3. It can move through targets.
Yeah.
So then it's the bad boys go. So
Does it get an attack, or does it just float about being a dick?
it's just a blood sack. It just floats around, just being a pain.
So it's basically a flying ball bag.
It's exactly what it is.
Does it at least get a teabag attack?
It's exactly what it is. So it does nothing. Then you got initiative 6 on the deviant. So behaviour, someone.
Liam,
Hmm?
I'd like my go, please.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
forget
I
Jack.
forgot about Jack.
He's just sat there
Sorry.
quietly waiting his
Sorry,
turn.
Shanka.
He gets to act something.
Well,
Because you were
I
hidden.
believe I'm next to the big bugger. Now, my first attack gets +2 damage because I'm in stealth and cannot miss.
That's great.
Oh, what? Oh, are you gonna try and assassinate the big bugger, or get the thing with the Jap's eye?
No, you're damn right I'm going to try and assassinate the big bugger.
Oh, right, okay.
Add on this one, I managed to roll a crit.
Wow. What does the crit do on the axe?
That's 1d6 +2 for the axe's rule on a crit, +2 for stealth, that's 10. And with my strength, that's 13 damage.
Nice. Very nice. Endurance of 5.
8.
8 wounds.
Okay.
Doable.
So to put 2 on there.
If I hit, it's doable.
Which you will.
I was going to say, thanks for inspiring the confidence.
Jack, did you get a stamina back because you haven't moved?
Yes, good point. Thank you. Right. Attack number 2. And I'll do hit on 4+. Thank Christ, it's a hit.
Nice.
So, 3. That's nice. 9 damage.
Number 4.
4 wounds, it's dead.
You've just right on the nose. Efficiency. 4
We're
wounds.
gonna have to change all our names to Germanic because this is very Teutonic.
It's gone. I can't believe it's gone so quickly. Bloody hell.
We have the new party name. Kraftwerk.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is good, yeah.
Yeah. Ich glaube darum am Arsch genommen. Ja.
Nice, the assassin has lived up to its namesake. Cool. So then it's the deviants. Do you want to roll for behaviour, someone?
Jack's on it. He's our behaviourist.
2.
So the deviants, each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. But I don't think they can move because they're threatened by the necrobloat. So they wouldn't normally attack the necrobloat, but they don't really have much choice. So I think this lot all goes on the necrobloat. So one at the bottom.
My floating ball sack.
It's not going to last, is it? So it's hit on the 3.
Misses, it's -1 to hit it.
Oh yeah, good shout, good shout. That was cocked, so re-roll that. Good shout. Another 3. Wow.
That's what misses.
So the next one up rolls a 1. And then a 4, which will hit. So it's D6 plus their strength.
Ooh.
Ooh. 6 plus 3 is 9. This doesn't look good, does it? Where's the necrobloat? So the necrobloat's endurance is 2. So 7, that's going to end it.
Oh, the ball bag is split.
Well, because it has been killed, I then have to do an instability test because of the shocking horror of it. So it's a mind 1 test, I think. But I've got 7 dice now. And I've still failed to roll a... Oh no, I've got a 6. No, I haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't roll a 6. Shite. Oh, what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, there's 8 dice there.
Yeah,
Oh, you did 6.
There was a 6. Yeah, I think that 6 was already there. I have a feeling. Because I think that's what its damage roll was, 6 plus 3.
Right, okay. Did you roll your 7 then, did you?
Or is it worth re-rolling them again?
I'm not.
You need to roll 1 more dice. You rolled 6 and you should roll 7 because of the Jap's Oculus.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
7 is
I
with
didn't
the
see.
thing.
Yeah, one of them I didn't see. Oh well, never mind.
So my insanity of 2 now goes up to 4, which is a pain. But when it dies, I quite like stuff dying. It gives me 2 health back. So I get its blood. And then the final one, am I right in thinking that all the monsters move and then they all fight? Or do they literally behave? No, they behave one at a time, don't they?
Yeah.
So the last one is free to move now. So who wants to take this? Because it's got multiple targets.
Can you move through a threatened area?
Reason being is if it goes to Jack, Aidan can still cleave.
Yeah. Yeah, it still means I can get at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
Do you not want Aidan to potentially be able to cleave all 3?
He can't though.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
I know.
He can't get in.
Well, if he goes to where the red dice is, he could cleave all 3 from there.
Can I move there even though one of them moves forward to get me, does it?
As we're saying, one of them still has to move.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, good point. The only way you could do it, Aidan, is by, I think you can tumble, but it would cost you 2 stamina to do that. It's quite costly.
What we're saying, Liam, throw the last deviant that needs to go to Jack. Get it to attack Jack. And then Aidan's free to step forward into the door and hit the remaining 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Okay, so Jack's going to get attacked in the back. So they hit on a 3+. So 5, Jack.
I shall. So what's its strength? Sorry, if you check that out.
D6 plus 3.
You know what? I'm going to tumble.
Okay, where do you want to tumble to?
Take me directly south 1, I guess.
Do you not want to start off next to the Devourer so you don't actually have to move in your turn and get a stamina back?
Fair point. Yeah, throw us in.
Okay, so Jack's tumbled next to Devourer. Because he's tumbled, the attack misses and it's got no one else to attack now, so it's then down to... It will be the Devourer next, Jack, but actually, to be fair, wherever you moved, it would have come after you anyway, so...
Yeah, as well have done that.
You could, if you wanted... Well, doesn't matter where you go, to be frank, Jack. You could go where you wanted to originally go, I suppose, because the Devourer's just going to move after you in all likelihood.
Unless as it does a ranged attack, in which case it will just stay there and attack him anyway, so he's still best doing that. Because he doesn't have to move next round, he gets stamina back.
Yeah, you happy with that, Jack?
Yeah, fine by me.
Okay, so behaviour for the Devourer.
Okay, behaviour for it is 6.
Ooh, so each Devourer without a target moves towards their nearest Accursed and targets them. Each attacks their target with Nash. Nash is 1d6 plus 3 damage plus the strength.
Oh, fucking great.
Yeah.
Sacrificing me, my dearest party leader, another half.
Well, do you want to use the Cursed Heart? It would regen everyone 6, apart from... Oh.
Jack. It doesn't really do that, does it?
Oh.
It's actually got to hit him first.
Yeah, okay, well, it hits on 3+. It's only got 1 attack. So, it's a 2.
Yeah, see? No worries.
All good. Then you've killed the big boy, so then it's me, initiative 2.
Team 3.
Maximum source because Jack rolled a 6, so...
It's me on 3. It's me.
Oh, sorry.
Calm down.
Thou shalt not have a go.
So, move me southeast, so I'm right next to them 2 bad boys, and then I will start swinging my massive chopper.
The one in front of you's already taken 2 wounds from Vicky.
Yeah, I might as well attack him first. So, 4+. Nope. 3. Second attack. That'd be a 5. So now I get 2 dice. That'd be... that's like 15 this time, I think.
Bloody hell.
So 10 plus my strength of 4 plus the augment of 1 plus 2 from the axe, and so yeah, it's dead. It's dead.
It's annihilated, and then you can cleave into that bottom one.
Yeah, let's roll for that bad boy. Oh, missed. Missed.
Oh.
Oh.
What do you guys want me to go for? I've got a range of 5 with the old decay.
Can you move and decay the old Japsai?
Devourer, I can do that. Hey, Vicky, Jack, you happy with that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
These deviants with this axe are quite easy to kill. I only have to flip in. As long as I hit one, I can pretty much guarantee to murder it.
I'm going to use 3 of my source to summon the Necroblade back. So
Okay.
that will appear next to me, so I'm just going to put it behind me for the minute. And then I'm going to use my remaining 4. I'm just going to go all in because...
Yeah, boy.
In fact, I'm going to do it the other way round because if I cock this up, then there will be no minions to die. So I'll do the decay first.
Yep, sounds good.
Got to get 10. Smash 10.
No doubles or anything, so that's good.
Oh, I didn't even check. Did I roll
No,
doubles?
it's a 5, a 4, a 1 and a 2, I think.
Okay, I should have checked that. And then what's its endurance? 3? No, yeah, sorry, 4. So endurance 2 test. Oh,
Oh,
That-
done it.
It might be a cocked. Let's see if I can get a dice on it. I think that's cocked.
You can do it, you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cocked. So roll again. Oh, it's cocked. It's off the screen, but it's a 3. Come back. So it's going to get D6 plus 3 wounds. 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. It's gone.
Yay!
Smashed. Decayed. So darkness roll.
This is Jack still the dark, Mr. Dark at the minute.
It's a 4.
Nice.
It's a 4.
Nice. Okay, so back to Vicky.
Stab, stab.
Well, I'm gonna. Where's Aidan? Is he on the lower doorstep?
Yeah. There's still space you can move diagonally through, can't you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my movement to go into the doorway and then diagonally down, so I'm between the pair of them.
Of course, and then you can do your fancy stabby move thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one that's not next to Aidan, because if I miss, then at least Aidan's able to hit it,
Yep.
and Jack can too, to be fair. Okay, so I am going to roll some dice.
Is it a 3 you hit on Vicky?
Yes,
Twat it.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, what?
And then I rolled a 4,
Yay.
and then I rolled a 2. So
Let the poultry dice roll.
and then I missed.
What did your 2 do? Did that do any damage?
I did 2 wounds.
Okay, well that's something at least. So what did
Yeah.
he? Yeah, he's taken 2. Okay, cool. Are you planning to move away on that last strike or stay there?
My 2 was on the other one, Liam.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've just realised we didn't do the event card. What a fool.
Okay, let's do that.
I should have done this right at the beginning. In fact, I should have done it last turn. So what was this? See if we need to rewind time. So the light is stolen from the room and impossible darkness swallows you whole. Something moves within. One random accursed within the dungeon is attacked by a mysterious force in the darkness. The accursed suffers 3d6 damage.
Wow.
After which, discard this event card. So we might have some baddies coming back if one of us dies from this.
Well, hit me, because I've got like... How much health have I got?
Isn't it a random curse though?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's random. So
Okay.
Oh, hang on, I'm not in the room, am I?
that's correct actually. So it would be a toss up between me, Vicky, and Jack at the point in which that would have happened.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys get to fight over them 3.
Okay, so Vicky, sorry, what, you're 1 to 2, are you? I'll go 3 to 4. Aidan 5, 6.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. We want it on me, really, so I've got the most health.
It is a 6.
Cool.
So
Come on.
3.
What health am I on? Because I can't remember what I was on from last time.
Do you want me to roll this, or do you want to be master of your own destiny?
Oh, I'll do it myself. Why not? What are we on then? What's the drama? Here we go.
3d6 damage.
What's my health?
What are you? Your health is 16.
Oh, okay. So I haven't taken any damage. No, that's fine. It's fine. Let's do it. So I have taken. Oh, wrong way round. The drama. 9.
Oh, ouch. That's a big
That's
hit.
right. I'll take it. I'm hard. I've still got bandages.
Does that mitigate any armor
No,
points?
wounds. It's wounds.
Well, no, Vicky's right, because it is damage, so
No.
it is 3d6 damage.
Oh, right. Okay, but I was in my fighty stance, so that gives me -1 armor. So that's 9 minus my endurance 4 minus my armor of 1, so that doesn't count. So yeah, so it's just straight out 4, so I'll take 5 damage.
Okay, right.
So stick a 5 by me then, or I can just note it here.
That's all right. I'll just chuck it on the spreadsheet. It's not a biggie. So, Aiden's taken 5.
And the event card goes. That didn't change too much, which is alright.
Changed nothing. I'm hard. It's fine.
Yeah, we're lucky actually, because otherwise that could have caused a real mess of rewinding time. So Vicky then did her thing.
I mean, you've seen Monty Python. You've seen how hard the Black Knight is.
It's just a flesh wound.
It is, but a flesh wound.
Okay, miss something and have to rewind time in some way.
Is it Jack next?
Yeah, yes.
Yep. Yes. Right, am I threatened currently?
Nope.
Right. Can you get me in position to hit both of them?
Yeah. So
yeah, you can.
What's your? You've got 4 move, haven't you? So you could go 1, 2, 3.
Basically stood in front of me.
Yeah. Gotcha. Lovely.
Hi.
I shall aim at the wounded one, funnily enough.
Before you, if you kill it, just seeing if Aiden can still get around. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Aiden can. You can move 5, don't you, Aiden?
I can move. Yes, because of my stag boots.
Yeah, and they're both dead. Nobody can move anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. So
Thing.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I've hit it. Now that's out of the way. Lucky. Roll a 6
Oh, nice.
on damage.
What's your
So 9 damage in total.
take? 3. So
Okay,
6
so
wounds,
6
it's
wounds.
dead.
Nice.
Hit the other one.
I can hit the other one. I don't think that's going to count as a cleave, unfortunately, unless I'm
It
doing
can
full
cleave, can't
set.
it?
That is, if it cleaves, that is because you just go clockwise round until. Oh no, you hit the wall first.
No, he's all good.
No, you just go round and hit it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that works.
Like that.
Cool. Then I'll have a free attack. We know how much I like them.
If you'd been next to the wall, it would have stopped, but you're
Yeah,
not.
but you're not.
4. Yeah, hits. Cool. Yeah, that wasn't so good. It can have 1 wound.
Well, it's still a wound.
3, and I rolled 1.
Well, only 4 wounds to go.
However, I do have another attack.
Have you got 3 attacks?
He
That was a
cleaved.
It cleaved.
Oh, of course it was. Of course it was.
Regardless.
Right.
No, I missed.
Oh, he missed.
I missed completely.
So I think it's them and then Aiden.
Yeah,
It and then Aiden.
yeah, it.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Human Centipede, suck my chode.
Behaviour as 6.
Psychobliat.
I think the behaviour is rude. So 6. Where are we? Deviants. So we haven't had this one yet. Each deviant attacks. Each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks their target with restrain. If the accursed is already restrained, they will use assault instead. So instead of dealing damage, the target becomes restrained if the attack hits. So who wants to potentially be restrained by a deviant?
I'm volunteering.
I was going to say, maybe. Yeah.
Me.
Because I get to go first and Aiden's still got his ghost. Between the
Yeah.
pair, probably
Yeah.
kill her.
I just thought it would be fair if it was that way round.
Jack, are you ready for a bit of bondage?
So,
Well,
well,
hey.
So
Okay.
hits on the 3+. It has restrained you. So you're now restrained. So second attack.
is
It's
it?
going to use assault now. What does restrain do? So target becomes restrained if the attack hits. While restrained, an accursed cannot move, tumble, or evade until the deviant's next turn, or until it is killed. So hitting Jack. It's
Would
hitting
it not want to restrain as many people as possible?
We've always played it in the past where you just like pick a target and keep going at that target until it's dead, so it increases the monster's chance of actually killing characters.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just to give the bad guys a bit of an edge, because the other way of playing it as well is you do each attack randomly, but I kind of figure that's just going to slow everything down all the time.
Yeah, it would.
So Jack, you've been hit again. You can't really do anything, can you?
What do you do about it?
So before I roll this, do we need to use a cursed heart, or are you good?
Doesn't make any difference to me.
Oh, of course. We've rolled a 1. A 1 plus its strength of 3.
I have an armour of 3, so I will be taking 1. Well, I'll be taking 1 blood wound,
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
which is going to become a wound because it's going to die before I can hit it.
Today it's
I'm not worried about it.
Aiden, are you next?
I believe so. Initiative 3. Right, let's hit the deviant. I'm just going to roll both my attacks. It's the only thing I can do against one of them. Let's do it. It's well and truly fucked. Look at that. 4. So there's 1 6.
Nice.
And there's 5. So I'll just roll. It's going to die, but I just want to roll. I'm going to roll the damage for the 5. Oh, that's not so impressive. So that was roll of 4. So 4 plus 7, that's 11. Maximum damage is 12 plus 7, that's 19, 11. That's 30 damage.
13 damage.
3-0.
Oh, you've added them together, have you?
Yeah, just for the damage. So double its armour and take its armour, double its endurance and take it off. So
Oh,
30,
I see. I see what you
double
mean.
its armour. Yeah.
It's interesting way to do it. Well, he's knackered anyway. that crit hit was just going to end it.
Splatter bonus.
Well, the way we complete this quest is we've got to get across the bridge before. Well, we just got to get across the bridge basically and make sure that we've killed everything. So to complete the quest.
So that you can only do one move, otherwise it collapses on you.
Yeah, I've played that rule a lot in the past, and when it came up in the last time we did this, I couldn't find that rule for love nor money, and I still can't see it. So I think it's something I made up one time. It just says to complete the quest, all the monsters in the dungeon must be defeated, and each accursed must cross the bridge. I'm not seeing anything about any penalties crossing the bridge.
There is something because I know I've read it.
And I know I've read it too, but I wonder if it's in one of the other Necrostream quests.
Could be. I'm sure we did it when we tried one dungeon
Yeah.
before.
I
But
just
think
cannot find it. I can't see it on this page. I've scoured it to death now.
Seeing as we missed out the event, should we just say we have to move one across?
you know what, I could just do this the other way.
You're reading it back with my Liam's reader.
Yeah.
Aidan, the reason there's some confusion is in the past I've played this quest where when you're on the bridge you can only move one square at a time, so it takes you a while to get across the bridge. And if you run across it, you have to do an endurance test, or you're dead. You fall in.
That's so not worth doing.
No, and I don't know where I got this rule from. I have a feeling I've picked it up from another.
The reason people may want to face the endurance test and run across the bridge is because obviously the longer it takes us to cross the bridge, the more darkness rolls we have to do, which means there's a bigger potential of more monsters appearing.
Right, yeah, I can see. Yeah.
So it's kind of good fors and against for both ways.
But that rule does not exist on this quest, which is the Awakening, the introduction quest. I cannot find it on the page. So I don't know where I got that rule from. I must have... Oh, okay, I know where I've got it from. The first Necrostream quest, which is called Forever and Ever, has that rule on it.
Cool.
So that's where I've got it from. I've just played it incorrectly in the past. So, whose go? Is it my go?
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well leg it across the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I forgot to do my Necroblade again.
But he flies anyway, so you can do what he wants.
Yeah, I'm just going to dump it in the room for the minute because I doubt I would have flown it across the bridge because at that time I wouldn't have known that all the monsters would have been killed.
Right.
So, darkness roll.
Oh, yep. Darkness roll is a 6.
It's a 6.
Hey.
Cool. You guys just legging it over the bridge?
May as well, when it makes sense.
Did we do the souls and the reward?
Oh, yeah. Liam, we still need to do the souls and rewards. Jack's just pointed out.
We do. But it wouldn't be a proper Darklight session if I didn't forget a rule. So the reward is, first of all, the souls. I need the human calculators to kind of figure this out. Where are the goddamn cards? I move rule books around and then I just lose cards.
Doesn't it say on the little the souls on the souls on the creature cards which are on the screen?
They are listed on the monster cards, which I've now found. So we had one Dreadworm, and the soul count goes up per level.
Hang on. The ones on the screen, Aidan, are the old cards before it was edited. The new ones don't have lovely fancy pictures, though, so Liam uses the old ones.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. So the Dreadworm is 10 souls. The Devourer was 2 souls. And the Deviants, of which we had 6 of them, were 2 souls.
Okay.
24, so that's 6 souls each.
6 souls each.
Feeling soulful. So I think Vicky's on 15. Aidan, you're on 15. Jack's on 15. I'm the only bugger who's lagging behind.
You're like 12 or something, or 13. You're not that far behind.
Yeah, 14. One behind.
Alright, we're about to pull them all together anyway.
Okay, and there's also a rare loot, so hopefully this is going to be decent. What have we got? Oh, this is so good. We're going to be fighting over this. So it's a skin stitcher. It weighs 2. It's medium armor. You need 3+ strength to equip it. When it is equipped, you get +1 evasion, you get +2 armor, and you get +4 health.
Can I have it, please? I can't wear heavy armor.
Yeah, go for it in that case.
There is a caveat. You cannot remove this armor if it will cause your wound value to become higher than your current health score.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that's basically in there because it bumps up your health. So
yeah, and chances are I wouldn't remove it anyway until the end of a dungeon.
it's not very thematic, is it? You've got a courtesan who's wearing like mutilated demon skin over her.
Well, some people are into all sorts of weird shit these days, so...
I would have thought that would be like a revenant thing. Are you not going to fight for this, Jack, or are you living in fear of sleeping on the sofa?
No, not in the slightest. I'm not even allowed to get up on the sofa. If the camera's facing the other way.
So Vicky's wearing the skin stitcher then, made from the skin of many fallen Jacks.
It was 2 armour and some health, wasn't it?
1 evasion, 2 armour and 4 health.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
However, there is another caveat here which does affect some characters. the item is cursed. So, for example, the necromancer, the exorcist can't wear this. I don't know if you guys have any rules that stop you.
Nothing that's going to stop me. I'm undead.
Surely.
So medium armour, leather, and it's cursed, and it weighs 2. It's actually quite heavy.
Fine.
Cool, so that's that. I'll just see if there are any other quest spoils, because we kind of finished that game early. Each accursed gains 1d6 times 5 souls.
Are we rolling this and keeping it, or are we averaging amongst all of us and splitting them? Are we going communistic?
It doesn't say whether this is one dice roll or whether you roll separately. So how do you guys want to do this?
Liam, how does it read?
It says each accursed gains 1d6 times 5 souls.
Isn't it usually you roll 1 and it's the same for each person?
I don't know. What's the party consensus on this?
Either option works. I would say, for the sake of ease, doing it once and separate so we all have the same works, because we're going to pull resources anyway. If we all do it individually, we've probably got a slightly better chance of getting some good rolls in.
Do you want to do an average then between all 4 of us rolling 1 dice?
Yeah, let's do an average. Let's do an average.
That works. 1 dice, yes?
Yeah.
1 dice each. I've got a 3.
I got a 3.
I got a 5. Jack got a 5.
So 4.
It's a 4. Okay.
That's nice and easy maths. 20.
20 souls each. That's pretty good. Which we'll be spending in a minute. So Vicky's on 30. Well, everyone's on 35 apart from me.
Start being a bit more selfish, Liam.
Feeling a bit victimised here. You're picking on the weak guy. I'm not going to bother reading all the jazz. I will basically scan it in and send it across Aidan in the separate chat that we keep just for the campaign stuff.
Sounds pog.
So I'm not going to read all the story, but basically what happens is you then have to blah 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 blah. You then have to travel to the town of Grimford. So basically you've woken up, you've escaped the dungeon, you don't know who you are, and you start travelling across the wilderness, and you stumble across the first town, which is Grimford. But in Darklight you have to do the journeys between towns and dungeons.
Well, we could do that now. We've got plenty of time, surely.
Yeah, we can do that. And the journeys, I'm sure the other two will back me up, can be absolutely horrific.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything that gives you fatigue, run away from. Literally flee in the other direction.
For health.
So, what about things like health? Do we heal up to max before we go, or what?
You do, you get all your health back, but health doesn't really come into play on a journey. It does different things like severe wounds and stuff like that. So it works a little bit different.
Roger.
Rather than using the darkness wheel, I'm just going to move the characters around a bit. We flip it over and we use the dread wheel, which is on the other side. And the dread wheel represents the Grim Warden, who's the guy that basically woke us up and gave us this, the cursed heart that we all share between us. He gave us that, and basically he keeps tabs on you, because we're basically, well, he's just pimping us out basically to go harvest souls for him. So he likes to keep tabs on his investment. So at the end of every day you roll 2 dice. If you roll a double, this dread wheel moves round, and if it lands on the Grim Warden's head, he comes along and bad things happen.
Oh, right, okay.
So using the advanced rules, journey to the nearby settlement of Grimford. This journey will take 1d6 plus 3 days. Dear God, please roll a low number, whoever rolls this. And I say that being an atheist.
Go on, Liam, you get dessert.
I don't want the responsibility.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Come on then. See how it is. Here we go. Ready for the drama.
God.
well, about average.
What we got?
Four.
Oh yeah, there we go. So we got 4 plus 3. That's not great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 3. And these journeys can get longer depending on what happens. So day 1 of the journey, we flip it over, and we've got family. So you meet a family with several children on the road. They are clearly weary, overburdened and wounded from recent conflict. The leader of the family steps up with hesitation and makes to protect the others, obviously frightened of your arrival. One accursed must take a Charisma 1 test.
Well, I'm 3, but I'm pretty sure the courtesan, with her fetching demon skin, still gonna be able to chill them out better.
My
Well,
charisma is 4.
It's not going to be the dead guy. So you've got to get a 6 on one of those dice.
What am I rolling?
Charisma 1 test. So 4 dice, you want to get a 6.
Okay. Oh, well, I've only rolled 2 so far, and I got a double 6.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So the success option is you let the family know they're safe. They ask you to escort them home. You may choose to do this or continue unhindered. If you choose to escort the family, add 1d3 days to your journey. Upon arrival, gain 1d6 times 10 crowns, and each accursed removes 1d6 insanity.
Ooh.
My vote is to fuck 'em. Because Darklight's a nasty game.
One of those is
And that is?
always fucking.
We're just going to leave them, are we?
Well, I don't know, Aidan. Do you want to help a family out or not?
Well, I mean, I'm bowing to your experience. If you don't reckon an extra 3 days... Well, we rolled medium anyway, so it's probably not... If we'd rolled 1, it might have not been too bad.
It's an equal share. You get your vote. The reason I voted against this is because each journey card is generally horrible, and having another 3 potentially, I don't think it's worth it because they can be savage.
Right, okay. Well, I'm happy to bin it off in that case.
But Vicky, what do you think, Vicky?
Alright, I'm in agreement with the first 2. Let's just, on this occasion, I think, no. Nobody's got insanity anyway. If we'd had insanity, it may have been a different...
I've got quite a bit. I've picked up 4 from all my minions collapsing on me, but I'm quite happy to carry on with that.
Okay, well, that's your call then. If you're happy to carry on, then let's carry on.
Yeah, I'm happy to stay a bit crazy. So, Darkness, Dread Will. So there's no double, so it doesn't move. So you then go into day 2. Oh, Christ. Cataclysm. So, unnatural storms plague the region. The very weather itself turns against travellers, making the air hot and difficult to breathe. The edges of reality in this land seem to gradually shatter, and each growing thunderclap. Probably read that wrong. Each accursed must count the number of items they own. They own that contain metal keywords. So, e.g., iron, steel, gold. Add 1 to the total for every 100 crowns the accursed has, then resolve the following effects. So it's a magnetic storm, basically.
Right, okay. This could have been bad for me later on, but...
Where are all our,
Alien one is for heirloom.
I take it my heirloom doesn't count then?
It depends what the heirloom says. If the heirloom says it's made of iron or whatever, then yes, it will.
You'll have to check what my heirloom card says and also what my new armour says.
Okay, so your heirloom doesn't say anything. Your rapier is metal. Your widow's guard is metal, and your skin stitcher is leather. So that's okay. So you've got 2.
Yeah.
So each accursed must count the number of items they own that contain metal keywords. Add one for every 100 crowns. Curse then resolves the effect as follows. So you've got to roll a dice, Vicky, and add your 2.
Oh, roll a dice. Stop putting my tray up. Just one dice.
Just one dice plus your metal count.
Oh, 8.
Oh, oof. Oof.
So 8 to 14. A bolt of source energy transports you from this plane of reality. Maddening visions of hell grip you. Upon returning to your reality, you fall to the ground in shock, suffer 1d6 insanity.
Oh, delightful. Wish you'd got your insanity removed now, don't you?
What have you got?
5.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is my sanity limit. My sanity limit is 5.
Okay, I think you're now distressed or whatever the rule is. I'll find it out in a bit. Who's up for the chop next?
Yeah, I'll do it. So, I'm carrying a broken sword, that's 1, because it's a broken sword. My raw nephium, is that?
Raw Nefarium.
Ooh. Let's have a look. No, you're okay with that.
Stag boots.
Stag boots are pure leather, you're good with those, but your woodcutter axe is iron.
So that's 2, basically, then. Agreed?
Yep.
So roll the dice, +2. I got a 1. So 3.
A 3. So 1 to 3. A small source discharge passes through your body, causing minor burns. Suffer 1 severe wound.
Oh.
So severe wounds are a bit different to normal wounds because what severe wounds do is they lower your upper health limit by the number of severe wounds you've got.
So my upper health limit is now 15, essentially, from 16 to 15.
Until we get rid of the severe wounds.
Okay.
And there are ways of sorting yourself out in town, but the more injuries we pick up, the more it erodes the loot and stuff that we've acquired because we've got to sell it for money and stuff.
Yeah.
Jack?
Okay, I have got 2, I believe. I've got my shiv and the axe I'm carrying. I'm not really carrying much of anything else.
Okay.
And a rose, I doubt it's metal. And I doubt a rose is metal.
Okay.
So you can imagine, Aidan, what this does to like level high characters who are decked out in armour.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be bad.
I rolled 3, so 5 total.
5 total. So a flux of source energy takes hold of your body, paralysing you with unbearable pain and leaving you exhausted, become fatigued.
Well, fortunately, that's not actually going to make any difference to me.
No.
Not at the moment because we're not carrying stuff. Fatigued, Aidan, just destroys your stats. It like halves them all. So one of the big killers is it reduces the amount of stuff you can hold. So you end up like losing items.
Yeah, you can hold your strength +10. So if your strength's now halved and you're, say your strength's 2, you'd be carrying 12 weight. If you'd max that out, all of a sudden you've got to lose items to accommodate your new weight.
It becomes a massive problem later on. I've got a sacrificial dagger, so +1. I rolled a 1, so I've got the same as Aidan, which is a severe wound. So that was a bit shit. So that's end of day 2. So we roll for Dreadwheel. No double, so life goes on. Day 3. Oh Jesus, a Titan. So the ground shakes with the rhythmic quakes of a being immensely tall. A demon the size of a mountain strides over the horizon towards you. He pays you no heed due to your tiny size. You need to avoid his footfalls. Each accursed must take a Perception 1 test.
Oh. Perception. My perception was only 3. Right, so I need to roll a 6 on 3 dice, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I rolled flipping
You,
2 6s
nice.
and a flipping 2 6s and a 5.
Nice. So you move fast enough to find a place to protect you from the giant demon's feet. Jack?
I've got 2 5s, a 1 and a 6.
Oh, he's all good. Vicky?
I got a 3, a 2, and a 6.
Nice.
What the hell? I've got a bad feeling about this. 4 dice. See, I have to do my live, but I can't cheat my way out of this. Fuck.
Leah,
Yeah?
is it worth just double checking what the sanity limit does to me, just in case that messes with my stats?
That's a good point.
Because I know which order I rolled those dice in.
That's a very good point. So let's just find that. So sanity. Da, 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 da. Oh, I've seen this. Where the hell is it? Where is it? It won't be too long, the book's not that big. Oh, here we go, right. So when an accursed suffers insanity, keep track of it using the blue cubes. If the accursed accumulates an amount of insanity equal to their sanity attribute value, they become distressed, which lowers all attribute values by 1 point until their insanity score is lowered. If they accumulate an insanity equal to twice their sanity attribute, they go permanently insane and are out of the game forever.
Okay, well, I'm still okay, because I originally rolled a 3 and a 6. And my
Okay.
third dice was a 2.
Well, I failed, so the demon's foot lands right upon you. Fortunately, you find yourself lodged within a natural crevice in the wrinkled skin. Nice. And survive the worst of the pressure. Suffer 1d6 severe wounds. Fuck's sake. A 4. Okay. So I've got 5 severe wounds now. That's gonna waste money. So Dreadwheel doesn't move. Day 4. So Desolation. Barren desolate lands stretch as far as the eye can see. What time you guys good till? You good till 10?
Yeah.
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 That's good.
So barren desolate land stretches as far as the eye can see in all directions. You find no food or water. Each accursed must take an endurance 1 test. If you fail, you become fatigued.
Oh, I have 1 dice.
Oof. Oof. Right, what's my endurance? 4. Let's do this. Thing is, I rolled 2 6s last time, so I'm probably not going to roll any this time. Oh, I rolled 2 6s again.
Nice. Vicky and Jack?
I failed.
Okay.
But it's due to being distressed and failing. Fatigue makes my strength 1.
Oh, bloody hell.
My weight is 11.
So Vicky's fatigued.
It's perception.
And distressed.
Yeah, fatigued and distressed.
The flipping travelling's flipping harder on than the actual bloody dungeon's been.
Oh, travelling is shite. It really is. Jack's already fatigued, so I need to see what this does, because I think it does something else.
So, Jack's not fatigued.
Yeah, he was fatigued earlier. I've got it noted down.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I got 15, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You roll half your dice.
So
Jack.
do I just re-roll that? 'Cause I've got no idea which ones I rolled.
Let me just double check fatigue roll for you, so you guys don't make it even worse potentially. Where is it? So when a character becomes fatigued, all their attribute values are reduced by half, rounding up. In order to remove fatigue, a character must perform a rest action at a settlement tavern or at their home. A character can only be fatigued once. If they are already fatigued or they suffer multiple bouts of fatigue, they suffer a severe wound instead for each additional time they are fatigued.
Jack passed.
Okay. I've got... This is an endurance test, isn't it? So I've got 3 dice.
What test was it?
It was an endurance test. In fact, I should have had 2 dice, but it makes no odds because I failed anyway.
My endurance. Oh God, because I've got to halve it round down, haven't I?
No, round up.
Oh right, 2.
Which round?
Yeah.
Right, so here's the really shit bit. Upon making today's dread roll, if the result is between 6 to 8, you must continue through this region again. So, who wants the pressure, or do you want me to roll it?
You can roll it. You've rolled the whole time.
I'm not doing so well here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. We are done. So it wasn't a double, so nothing happens with the Dreadwheel. So day 5. Now we have a fire. So the smell...
Where the hell are we? It's like if I'm walking downtown Basra behind the telly.
There are some good journey cards. They're just
I'm
far
just
and
waiting for like the mortar attack.
I mean, if we're really lucky, we'll find the shrine of whoever and she'll cure all our insanity and everything if you go pray to her.
But Aidan, the game does hate you. It's not a nice game.
It's not. It's very antisocial.
The smell of burning grain penetrates the air and draws your attention to a smoke plume. The billowing cloud is coming from a burning farm. Men, women and children speed to and from the farm's well, carrying buckets of water to quench the flames. Each accursed must decide whether or not to aid the people in extinguishing the fire. If no one is helping, continue with your journey. One accursed in the helping group must roll 2d6 and add 1 for each accursed helping. Resolve the effects as follows. So 3 to 6 is really bad. 7 to 9 and upwards is okay.
I think it's worth doing. It doesn't add any days onto our journey, does it?
No, but 3 to 6.
Adding 1 for each of us.
Yeah, but it will. The fire is too strong. You fail to help the farmers and get burned in the process. Suffer 1d6 severe wounds.
What I'm saying is, if we roll anything other than snake eyes, we're okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because there's 4 of us, plus snake eyes is 6, so anything
Yeah.
other than snake eyes, we're alright.
Do you guys want to go for this then?
Yeah, boy.
I got a bad feeling about this. I'm not. I'm not
roll
rolling
if you
this.
want, if you don't want the responsibility,
I don't want it.
I'll do it.
Jack, are you in on this, or are you bugging out and calling it even?
He's bugged out, he walked off.
Is he depressed? He's fatigued.
Shall I do it? Shall I do it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
No,
We rolled
you got to
5
do it.
plus 4, 9.
9 in total. So 7 to 9. You extinguish the flames, but are too late to make any difference. The farm is ruined, and most of the farmers have perished.
Oh well.
It's actually quite good if you get any higher.
Oh well, never mind.
Good job, people. Good job. So the Dreadwheel, there's no double, so there's no movement. So we're now on journey day 6. Oh, okay, we've got a bridge toll. So you come to an ancient bridge. As you cross the bridge, a figure appears. It is taller than a person with countless limbs. Sorry. It is taller than a person with countless limbs and skin like moonless night. Okay. It approaches you and bears an endless row of unnatural white human teeth. It demands souls as payment for your safe passage. As a group, decide whether to pay the creature or fight. If you cannot afford to pay, you must fight. So consult the consequences below. So if you choose to pay this chump, the group must pay 2d6 times 2 souls.
Right, okay.
To the creature. If you fight it, the group rolls 2d6 and adds 1 for every accursed with a horse. 2 to 7, you suffer 1d3 severe wounds and insanity. 8 to 10, you suffer a severe wound. To be frank, unless you're rolling 11 or higher, you're in trouble.
So are we gonna just pay it? Are we? You reckon it's worth it?
We're already pretty knocked up.
Yeah.
We're going to pay this bastard.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I reckon.
It's 2d6 times 2 souls. We're going to lose.
Do you want me to roll this?
Yeah. Between the whole lot of us, so it's not too bad in theory, especially if we roll low.
Do you want me to take this one?
Yeah, go on in, party leader.
Have you been rolling hot recently?
No, I just rolled a 7, so.
No, that's average. Yeah.
Okay, so we've lost
14.
14. I might as well just take them off mine for the moment because we're kind of pooling this lot anyway because I'm on 34, so I'll go down to 20.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make much difference. Okay, so Dreadwill is not a double, so the last day of the journey. A hermit. So through the gloom of the forest you spot a wooden cabin in the distance. Its organised horizontal beams stand out between the vertical trees surrounding it. From here it is impossible to tell if it is inhabited. As a group, decide whether to investigate or continue unhindered. If you choose to investigate, roll 1d6. 1 to 3 is not good. Each accursed must take a perception test. If you fail, you suffer a severe wound. Oh, sorry. If you pass, you suffer severe wound. If you fail, you suffer 1d6 severe wounds. 4 to 6, if you gain 50 crowns each. That's high risk, high reward, because for each severe wound it costs you about 15 crowns to heal that in town. I'm already carrying 5.
Yeah, it's probably not worth it in that case. If we roll bad, we can really screw ourselves for the next quest.
I'm fatigued, so my perception roll's only 1.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably bad.
So you just chip this off.
Yeah, I think chipping it off is going to be sensible.
Okay, so Jack, do you want to chip it off? Or has he gone?
No, he's agreed.
I'd say chip it off.
Okay. So Dreadwill then doesn't move. So that's the journey done. So we actually finally get to Grimford. Do you want to do the town sequence? Or
Yeah,
some
we're
of it?
fine.
What's the time?
20 to 10.
Okay, well we'll go to 10. We can do a bit of this. I might just gloss over a little bit of it just to speed it up. So we are in. Where is it? So if I lay this down, back of the rule book, we are in town. Each day you can go somewhere different in town. There is a tavern, a marketplace and a church. They're always there. And then you've got these additional locations that you can try and visit somewhere. There's a whole book of places you can find. So if you want to try and find a tattooist, that's what you try and do. It's not a given you'll find them. You've got to roll the dice and see what happens. In a town, there are 5 additional locations. Whereas in a hamlet, you only get 1. You get 2 more for like a village, and then a town gives you all of these. So there's quite a lot of places that we can go to. You got to be careful where you stick the money because you can get, mugged off and pickpocketed and all kinds of stuff in town. Towns aren't safe.
Prison.
I'm just going to add up our. If I borrow the calculators a sec, so can someone add up all of our souls? We've got 3 lots of 35, and we've got minus 20. Well, that should be easy.
3 lots
25.
of 35 and 20.
125.
125.
Yeah.
So each soul can be sold for 10 crowns. And we have no gold crowns. We can also sell any items and stuff that we don't want. So on the cards there's a little symbol bottom right, that's their sell value.
Yeah.
So just to give you a brief overview, things worth doing to begin with. At the tavern you can rest in there and it's completely safe if you do rest, and basically if you found a cure for any injuries you can just rest for how many days you've got to rest for. So if you've got severe wounds, the idea is you go to a healer, he patches you up and then he tells you to go rest for X number of days, and you can do that in a tavern. You can do other things in a tavern, so you can try and drink in there and get rid of insanity. That's worth doing if anyone's got insanity. There's a very small chance of...
What we realised quite late on in the last game was actually if we had a house, we could do a lot of these a lot safer. So if we had a house, we can rest there and it won't be like subject to any end of day, whatever happens. Then that's the word.
How much does a house cost?
Well, the cheapest one is like 800, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not for now, but I'm just saying I think it's something you should have for now.
You have to pay living expenses as well, so for every day one of us is in a town, we're going to lose 10 gold crowns, so it does make sense to do your business in town and then get out real quick.
Unless you've got a house. Nothing to have a house.
Yeah, so who's banged up at the moment? Have we got like severe wounds and insanity and stuff?
I've got one severe wound, I'm not sure what my insanity's at.
I think that's good. I've got 5 insanity and fatigued.
Okay, so it's not a bad shout to try and discover a healer. So with a town, I think you get to roll 3d6 from memory. With like a hamlet, you'd roll 1d6. So to discover a healer, you need to roll a 6. So on 3 dice, that's pretty good. So does someone want to nominate themselves for trying to find the healer, and do they want to go there to try and sort themselves out?
Well, we don't have any gold, did you say, at the minute?
No, but we can spend souls for 10 crowns each.
Right, okay. Because essentially, we've got 31 souls each, and then there's 1 left over.
Yeah, so...
I was pretty sure we had crowns of some kind.
I don't remember picking any up. I haven't noticed any down.
Maybe I'm just imagining it.
What you get to do is at the start of every day you get to divvy up your crowns and souls. So it's often, I find it's best to give souls and crowns to the people that need it to do whatever it is they're going to do, and then to give the excess to someone who's going to be going somewhere where it's relatively safe, so you don't lose these things.
Yeah.
I need to go to a healer because I've got severe wounds coming out my ears. So
I've only got 1, so I mean since I've got the most hit points anyway, I'm pretty okay just to carry 1. You know, it's just that's.
Okay, well another good place to go to is at the Accursed Guild. You can level up. To take yourself to level 2 requires 30 souls. And at level 2, because you'll be hitting an even stat, at even stat levels you can up one of your base attributes by 1, so strength, perception, mind, charisma, agility, endurance, or you can give yourself 4 extra life permanently, or an extra sanity permanently. And every time you level up, regardless of whether it's an odd or even level, you get to choose another skill card, which is very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon for me, that's, you know, my entire share, as to say, and I'll just keep my wound.
I would love to level up because at level 2, some characters get stat increases as well. They get melee and ranged attack increases, and the only person who gets a melee or ranged attribute increase at level 2 is the Necromancer. And he gets +1 ranged attack. So one of the things I would love to do is go to level 2 to get an extra ranged attack, and then get myself a crossbow, because crossbows give you +1 ranged attacks. So I could end up with 3 ranged attacks, with a crossbow and just spit out darts all over the place.
I think crossbows actually give you +1 to hit, not an extra attack.
Yes, +1 to hit.
Sorry, my bad. I'm thinking of the necrobloat. Let me just check. The necrobloat gives you, for each necrobloat you've got... Oh, maybe I've cocked up there.
Always been written in the book.
He'll have at least 2 ranged attacks.
Yeah.
I think
You get 3 a ranged attack.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah. Level 5 you get a melee attack. Level 7 you get other.
Yeah.
Level 9 you get.
Oh, okay, right. So each necrobloat gives you +1 to hit, as well as +1 strength and perception.
Yeah.
Does anyone else particularly want to level up? Or do we all want to level up?
We're going to need the money to buy gear, mate, so
I would,
buy shit, buying shit.
yeah, I would be inclined to buy stuff before we all level the monsters up.
Oh, of course, the monsters level up as well, don't they? Okay, yeah,
No,
no, that's...
We can afford to level up one character without triggering the monsters to go up a level because it's based on the party average. So, first of all, does anyone want to go to the healer?
I do. I'd like to lose my fatigue.
Okay, do you want to roll fatigue? Vicky, you can get rid of at the tavern just by resting for the day. It won't cost you anything.
Okay, do that then. I
Same for me.
won't need to go to the healer then, because all I have left is insanity.
Okay, well, if Vicky and Jack go to the tavern, if you're choosing to do a rest, nothing bad can happen. So any excess money and stuff, it's worth you guys just holding.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Don't forget to go on a date.
I'm going to try and go to the healer, so it's 3d6, and I've rolled 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we found a healer. This settlement therefore has a healer going forwards permanently.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's permanent, isn't it?
Yeah, so you've got to be very careful about what you choose, because we kind of screwed up our last campaign a bit and never bothered looking for a blacksmith in the first town. So I'm going to the healer. Are you sure you don't want to join me, Aidan, to get rid of that severe wound? Because they are a pain.
Yeah, going in a man as well. Is there only me and you that have got severe wounds?
You got any experience?
No, I have 1 regular wound.
Okay, so that's gone. Any regular wounds you had are wiped clean now.
The end of any dungeon, yeah.
But severe wounds, they stick around, so it's often a good idea to get a shot of them. Okay, so we'll start with Jack and Vicky then. So they're both in the tavern. So there are various things you can do, Aidan, at each location. You can rest at the tavern. So Vicky and Jack get rid of fatigue. So that's gone.
Oh no, sorry, it's involving drinking, isn't it? You can't drink at the same time as resting.
Yeah, that's right. Any other option? When you go to these places, Aidan, and you pick something to do, you also have to roll on an events table, and they can be good and bad. But if you go to a tavern and choose to rest, you don't have to roll on the events table, so it's pretty safe.
So resting gets rid of fatigue, but it doesn't get rid of insanity.
No, that's right.
So after we've rested and got rid of our fatigue, we'll have to start drinking.
Yeah,
No, we've got more to do.
And then you might get into bar fights and all kinds of stuff.
Jack, you can cover off.
Okay, so you two are no longer fatigued. Aidan and I've gone to the healer, so heal injuries is one of the options. So the healer may help you recover from any injuries you have incurred in the outside world. You may only heal 1 injury per visit. Oh, they're injuries, sorry, severe wounds. Pay 15 crowns and remove 1 severe wound. You may remove as many severe wounds as you like with this action.
Well, I've only got 1, so...
I've got 5, so 6 lots of 15.
90.
So just like that, we lose 90 gold crowns, and so basically it's 9 souls in this case.
Yep.
So we're down to 114, I think.
1-1. No, we had 125.
Oh, sorry,
so,
yeah. So 116.
Yep.
So we both have to roll on the events table. So do you want to do 2d6, Aidan?
7. No, sorry, 5.
Okay, so you're okay. You've got a quiet day. That's a pretty good result. I've got 6, so that's a quiet day as well. So it's all good. So then it's the end of the day. You've got to do the dread wheel again, and there's no doubles, so nothing happens. And unless we get our asses out of town now, if we choose to stay in town for a day, it's going to cost us 10 gold crowns each for lodgings.
Right. Okay. Well, we need to sort of stay and buy and do stuff anyway, don't we? So.
You do, but you can play it now that if certain people don't need to patch themselves up, they can actually just bugger off and go and wait outside whilst other people buy stuff for them.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah. Well, I don't need to do anything. Oh, what's my... Did I lose any sanity in the last one?
With you are... Yeah, no, you just had the one severe wound, that was it.
You did alright.
Yeah. Oh, well, I might as well just bugger off outside. Well, if I give someone my wanky broken sword to sell, then they could sell that, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Because I'll not keep the Ethereum until we decide to do something funky with it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It is 500, bear in mind.
It is, but are we super desperate for Dosh?
You find the first round of purchasing, it's great to have as much money as possible, because although we're only buying low level stuff, you know, every point of armour and evasion you pick up is a boon.
Alright. What's the chance we'll get another one of them back? Is it something we'll get later on, is it?
What are you talking about, sorry?
The Ethereum. Ethereum.
I don't know what you guys think. I'm of the opinion sell it, because it's a blacksmith crafting component. We'd be bloody ages off doing that, and
Oh right, okay, yeah, sell it in that case. Bollocks to it.
and
I want to upgrade my rapier.
We can't afford to do it anyway.
No, I know we can't.
because you pick up quite a lot of raw Ethereum as you go, and with 500 dosh, we could really go on a spending spree and get some decent armour and stuff.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we'll do that then. Bollocks
Right.
to it.
Uh,
So if I give someone the Ethereum and my sword, then I can just poke off outside town. There's no need for me to hang around at all.
yeah, I mean, you still obviously contribute to all the buying and stuff. It's just your mini is just not in the town.
Yeah. Because there's nothing else I need to do, really, is there? There's no tattoos or anything yet at this point or anything, so...
Well, you can do that. I mean, a tattoo costs 100, and we're about to get 500 off an Ethereum. So if people want to do that sort of thing, there's no reason why you couldn't.
I'll have a look at the old tattoo.
Well, whilst Aidan's checking that out, I'll just put him on his side for the minute. What do you want to do, Jack and Vicky?
Yeah, absolutely. What was the question?
What do you want to do, Vicky and Jack?
I need to get rid of my insanity, so I need to drink.
I may as well wander outside town.
Are you completely healed up, Jack?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with me.
Okay. Are you not interested in getting a tattoo or leveling up or anything?
I thought we were saving the souls back in terms of levelling up.
Well, we can afford to level up one character quite easily without incurring any monster penalties.
And I thought you were pushing for that one.
I would love to, but it's a party thing, so I'll just go with the majority. I mean, only
Be fair, I want you to level up next time, firstly, and because you're the only one that gets an advantage at level 2.
I think it will really help with range shooting. And that's the only reason I'm interested in it. It's not because of the skill cards or anything like that. It's just to pump out some more firepower to help support you guys.
Yeah. No, I think it's worth you leveling up this turn.
So, okay, Jack's going to be outside. Aiden's having a thing. You sure you don't want a tattoo or anything, Jack?
I've got no need for one.
Okay.
So, buying gear. If you're going to get a crossbow, they're quite pricey. So take back that.
No, they're pretty cheap, man. If you go for the mid-level one or the low-grade one, they're cheap as chips.
Honestly, the only tattoo I'm too bothered by is initiative. My initiative's already 8. I've got no need for it.
Okay.
So, yeah, honestly.
Okay, so just Vicky and I staying in town, so that would cost us 20 crowns. So if we spend 2 souls and go from 116 to 114, that's enough for lodgings for the day. Vicky's then, well, we don't know what Aiden's doing yet, so we can factor that in later. But Vicky, you're drinking, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Okay, so do you want to roll? The way this works is you spend...
Spend 5 crowns and roll 2d6.
Yeah.
And I recover 8 insanity, which is fine, because I didn't have that many.
Okay. That's cool.
And then I've got to roll 2d6 and resolve the tavern event, haven't I?
Yeah, the event for the tavern.
I rolled a double 1.
Oh, shite.
That's not that bad.
Horse thieves. Well, we don't have any horses. A gang of horse thieves has been terrorising this settlement and they are attempting to steal your stable animal. Well, we don't have one.
Yeah, it said, do not have a stable animal, ignore this event.
Well, that's great. Aiden, are you any wiser as to what you're doing?
No.
I'm just looking through now.
Okay. I'm not the best one to go to town because Vicky is. She's got better charisma than me, so she'll do better at shopping. So if people don't mind...
I completely forgot. Oh no, I'm not distressed anymore. I got rid of my insanity. It's fine. Carry on.
If you're happy, I will go to the Accursed Guild and level up because it's a safe place to go as well. So I could take all the excess money, guarantee that we won't lose any of it.
Sounds like fun.
Well, I only get a new attack when I get to when I get to level 4. Bloody hell.
Yeah, but during the run up to that, you still get to pile onto your strength attribute and get skill cards, and they're really cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and find the Accursed Guild. So to find that, you need to roll a 7. So let's have a go. So smash that. So found the Accursed Guild. It costs 30 to level up, 30 souls to level up. So what does that take us down to? Is that 184? Sorry, 84 I think we're down to. We're on 114.
Yeah. I haven't been counting.
Okay, I think we're down to 84 souls now. And, we had to cash in the soul for your drinking, didn't we, Vicky? Takes us down to 83, but that would have left us with 5 crowns left over.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to bother picking my skill now because it's going to waste time, but I'll sort all that stuff out later. But I get a ranged attack, which is really, really going to help. I also have to roll 2d6 on the events jobby, and nothing interesting happened on that. So it's just Aiden to go.
I'm just looking at these tattoos. I might get a tattoo.
Vicky, are you going to the market in the next day?
Yeah, I shall.
Is anyone after any particular items, armour, weapons?
I think we're probably just looking at armouring ourselves up, really. Is there any weapons you would like, Jack?
Not at this point. So the action's fine for now.
We can at least get you some items to give you evasion and stuff, Jack, so you're going to be better at defending.
Yeah, he's fine for it was weapons I was asking about. He's happy with the axe, so I think we should just find stuff to give us all armour.
Okay, I'm going to get some.
And I almost, as it is 10 o'clock, Liam, I vote that you do the marketplace offline.
Okay, that's cool.
Trawl through all the cards, can't it?
Yeah, as long as I got a rough idea of what you guys are after, I can just spend some time on it and chuck out some suggestions for you on the chat.
Yeah, personally, I'm just looking to get the best armour that keeps us safe, really.
Okay. Aidan,
I'm happy with the safety. I'm not looking to change that.
Okay.
Yeah, armour's going to be better. Armour and stuff's going to be better value than a tattoo for me as well, isn't it? Really.
Or evasion. I'm quite happily got the evasion route because obviously evasion's not affected by critical hits.
Okay, well, for just giving you some examples, like sandals are really cheap. They give you +3 evasion, so you might like those. Armbands give you +2 evasion. Capes are really cool because they give you +4 evasion. Shoulder guards give you +3 evasion, +1 armor. So there's some cool stuff in there. I don't know what you guys think, but for Aidan, I think armor works better for the Black Knight.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what you want to do, Aidan, but if you go down the parry route with your shield, you won't be using evasion anyway, because you'll be giving up evasion to do a parry, which ignores the attack completely.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm trying to work which way to go to parry. If you have a shield equipped, you may parry instead of evading. Parry, roll a d6 and match the following outcomes based on the shield type: light, medium, or heavy. And then you can repost or riposte, as it actually is.
Yeah, and riposting's great because you get lots of extra attacks off of it.
Yeah, you get through the attacks. I mean, that's if I go sword and board, basically.
Well, we could pick up a sword and shield, if you want to go down that route. Jack, do you want a ranged weapon? Because your character's really good at shooting as well.
Because the skill I'd be probably going down at the next level, I won't be using ranged weapons.
You want two small.
The only, I'll say leave mine for the time being, mate. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough. That's cool. If you change your mind though, just drop it in the chat and we'll just fish out some gear for you.
Will do.
Yeah, see, I reckon the fourth Dan, being that she dances around, is probably better at evasion than armour, but have a look at it. I'm happy with whichever you think's better.
Okay, so try and get some evasion for Vicky, try and get some evasion for Jack. Aidan might need to think about his, but armour would probably work quite well.
Yeah, I'll go heavy armour, so...
Yeah, you see, because I could just, take as much heavy armour as possible and still flail around with the biggest axe and go whirlwind. Or go sword and shield and go parry and riposte. I can't decide which one's actually better.
Well, have a think about it.
Aidan, just worth mind, you do have a skill, I think, that's going to let you use a two-handed weapon in one hand.
No, that's the sort of barbarian's trick.
The Exorcist can do that as well. I'm going to just toss something out there, and Vicky or Jack may rubbish it or agree, but when I first played the Black Knight, and to be fair, I played him a bit wrong. I got a load of stuff wrong in it, but I did find that the Black Knight never, even when he gets to really high levels, he never has a massive number of attacks. And unless you go down the magic route as well, all you really get is a couple of attacks. So if I were playing him again, for me, I would quite favour that parry and riposte, because I think you're going to get a hell of a lot more attacks coming out of it, especially given how much you're going to get smashed around.
I'd be tempted to agree also, because if you're wearing heavy armour, the advantage of armour over evading is it doesn't cost you any stamina. That keeps the stamina back to then be able to parry and riposte. There are also one-handed weapons that have cleave. For example, the axe I'm carrying does. If you find something like that and up it, you could still use Whirlwind with a one-handed weapon.
We can also just straight up buy you a bastard sword or a silver sword or some other kick-ass sword which has cleave on it. We can just buy that from the market.
Yeah.
And we can just buy you a shield. Like a long sword is 1d6 plus 2 damage cleave. And if you
Yeah,
go...
so you can whirlwind even with that anyway, can't you? And still have...
And if you
Still
blacksmith this, you can put an extra d6 damage on that versus demons. So you could have 2d6 plus 2 damage plus your strength. If you keep piling onto your strength and get that up to like 5 or 6, you can do a shitload of damage and just with a crap sword.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think, solid. Yeah, I'll go down that route. And then, because you can go parry, riposte, and then, like, Master Warrior gives you +1 to hit anyway, so you hit some 3 pluses.
Yeah, I mean, you can just spit out attacks every time you get smashed around the face. You could be quite devastating. I played my Black Knight totally wrong.
So what did you do if you were Black Knight then?
Well, I think Vicky can probably sum it up in a few words, can't you, Vicky?
Yeah, he never did any damage, but he did. He did absorb a shit ton of attacks.
Yeah, because the other way you could do, not because it's too late for me to do it already, is that if you went, the other way is to go charge into forceful, which is hilarious, and then go into like Master Warrior and Battle Master and just do, so you'd be hitting on 2s doing 3d6 damage.
Yeah, but the only downside of that is you can kind of end up on your own a bit if you end up pushing forwards.
Yeah. Well, the problem is if you move into a group of people, you're then, you only get one big, nasty, smashing attack, if you see what I mean.
Yes, and then you've got to weather that, basically.
So, we'll go down the sword and board route this time, and then if I play it again, I'm going to go down the charge route because that looks hilarious.
Okay. Well, if you change your mind in the meantime, let me know. But is there any? We'll kind of call it a day there. But are there any other things that you guys want?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'm going to kill the YouTube recording there. So bye bye YouTube.
Yep.